On to the semifinals of this tournament here. On the other side, it's going to be the Jets got control of Tommy Cakes versus Ribbons playing Aristocrats. But we're not going to watch that one. We already watched the Aristocrats. We're going to watch this one. It's going to be really a POT. Probably saying that wrong. Versus Landon Peanut. Landon is playing red green aggro. While the other player, Kriya, is playing. It's like a blue white value creature deck with a bunch of like eternalized cycling sort of deal. So it's very interesting deck, I would say. Layden's just goal is just to kind of kill everyone. Went with a round one loss into a bye and they're winning every match. But hasn't really lost yet. Sunstroke Champion gonna gain 2 life. 2-3, so Dust Archer really can't get in there. Flint of Boar can kind of get through the Scourge here. But I guess it's gonna hold back this cat. Maggots to the Disc. That's a new one. These are all just like interestingly new cards. No one's ever tried to play all these random cards, but here we are. This is Penny Dreadful in a nutshell. Just playing cards that you otherwise never would see. Alright, Boar's gonna get in, because it's probably just gonna die anyway. Double block. Ooh, but the bait has been sealed. First I'm gonna take out that. 4 lives. So it's a good incentive for blue-white player here to just pop the Magus. Decides what he's gonna attack instead. We're gonna see an Internalize here for the Pouncer. Right. So now I got a 4-4 double striker against this very measly board. So no spells are cast, so the Discord Shoe is gonna transform. The Internalize is just an ability, not a spell, so it doesn't really. Ooh, we're gonna see something like a Gorkline Rampager. Alright. Gets through the Pouncer. They'll trade though. Another Flintavore to replace. This Magic is gonna hold back the creatures. And it attacks. This is gonna block one of them. And maybe just pop right here, maybe? No. 3 damage gets through. End of turn, this gets popped here. Interesting, he took the 3 for that. But at least Layden couldn't really play any creatures while the guy was out. Alright, Sunshine Champion's gonna come down. They gain 4 life, discards a planes. Now another 4-4 just kind of threatens this board. Sin Prodder from Layden's gonna try to draw some cards. I think the Scourge is getting in the red zone. Yep. Another champion. These value creatures are just kind of like overwhelming the red-green deck. These like little value creatures and kind of like flashback creatures. 5 mana seems to be the fun spot here. Because they all can activate their Eternalize abilities. So Mountain Valley is a revealed card. Probably gets put in the graveyard for free. You don't really need them to draw any extra lands. You might as well just put it in the graveyard. Yep. The opponent gets to choose whether or not they get put in their hand. Otherwise, they take the damage. Brawler is not super strong. It's only good on offense, though, but it looks like Landon might be on defense. And Hellrider is coming down. Right. These little cats and these champions are just kind of gumming up the board here. Maybe the plan here from Landon is to get enough creatures on the battlefield for Hellrider just to kind of kill them in the combat phase. Hellrider still has a trigger, even if they don't attack here. You definitely pay the energy here to give it trample and +1/+1. Although the pouncers can just kind of block this. Interesting block. We decided to get in the graveyard. I guess just to activate the Eternalize. I'm sure Landon doesn't really actually care about the creature itself. Ooh. Wrong attack. This feels like a Wrath. And this is one of those interesting like creature decks that actually doesn't matter about Wrath in their deck. Because even if they Wrath them, the Eternalize can just bring them back. This is an interesting build. The more I like talk about it and see it in action, it's like, wow, this is really interesting. Alright, post-combat day. As expected. And then Watcher for tomorrow. Little hideaway creature. Basically says draw a card. Sort of. Also doesn't care if it dies. Recruiter going to look for friends. Hopes to find something. Hammer Garrison gets put in the hand. The 3-mana make 2 guys. Ooh, nice attack. Maiden takes it. Values the recruiter even though he's at 4. And here come all the Eternalized guys, one at a time. Never mind, there's a Curator of Mysteries here. Very curious card in a deck without much like discard or cycling effects. Just a very valuable 4/4 flyer. Landon's gonna go ahead and attack. There's no reason to block, really. Alright. The blue-white player is gonna win game 1. Nothing like he always I felt like the red-green deck just didn't have enough gas to start. I think there was like a turn 2 recruiter and just not much was going on. Not one of the slower starts from that deck, so maybe quicker start can kind of help the deck out. Alright, turn 1 Cackler, I think it's probably the best start that Landon can get for this game 2. I think the plan really is to just kind of like get through before the defenses are mounted up. Double Cackler is very nice. There's not really much that Landon could have sideboarded in here. There's a Cursed Scroll and maybe a couple Arc Trails, Seal Primordium, I don't know. On the other side, there's more Day, some Mimic Bats, ooh, Oblivion Ring, Control Magic, a lot of scary cards. I just like I think Landon's best play is just to curve out and try to just kill his opponent as fast as he can. This is a good start. Cackler and a Brawler seems nice. Bizarre Bizarre Trade Mage is a very big body for a 3/4 for a 3 mana spell. And draws 2, discards 3. So I guess that's really helpful with the Curator mystery. So we see that combo. And especially when you're discarding, Eternalized creatures, it doesn't seem like a bad trade. The Watcher is getting eaten the burst lighting there. These creatures would trade here. I'm interested why he didn't really attack with the Cacklers. I guess it didn't really matter. Because if he was just going to trade there, it's like you either take the 6. These creatures aren't really going to attack, but I can see the value of not killing them. This is a Day? Ooh, Control Magic on the Sin Prodder. This one's mine. I'll take that. Thank you. I literally could have actually blocked that, but decided not to. Alright, Sim Prodder activation for the blue white player. Sees Watcher of Tomorrow. Landon's gonna see if he wants him to keep that or not. Takes a 2, so Watcher gets binned. And an O-Ring, probably gonna take out the Dustwatch Recruiter. The only real source of card advantage for Landon Peanut, who is on 0 cards in the hand. This Sim Prodder is getting in for sure. The Pouncer can kind of trade with one of the Cacklers. And we're at the magical 5 mana. Oh, he decides not to even bother. We're at the magical 5 mana where all these Pouncers can come back. They can just easily just trade. I think he's just fine killing off both these creatures. And then starting the defense of the 4/4 Double Strikers. One of those creatures would have been his to begin with. That's a Prowler. Not too bad of a creature, but kind of gets threatened by this 4/4 Double Striker. Zombie Cat just kind of getting it. Or cat? Is that a cat zombie? What kind of token is this? The Zombie Cat. The Zombie Cat just looking threatening. Prowler primed to transform here. Doesn't even decide to attack. Oh wait, no, that was Bottled Cloister. Just another card advantage engine coming down. This deck just loves to be at the 4 to 5 range. Cloister gonna hide the hand. Oh, the burst lighting down. This is kind of the start that Landon needs. He's just gotta chip through a couple more damage. Extra card from the Cloister. I guess the play here is to get another cat in play. Or just kill the sinuous predator. Probably just another cat. Okay, so another zombie cat's coming in. I need to find. I'm sorry, Landon needs to find another removal spell. Alright, Sunsurge Champion's gonna gain a little life. What a crazy card. And then Bizarre Trade Mage. Draw 2, discard 3. He bins a Cloister, a land, and a Magus at a disc. Never thought I'd say that in my life. Atlanta's gonna need something to get through this 4-4. Another burst lightning would be nice. Maybe start attacking. Maybe like a Four Clan Rampage would be pretty cool. But it's looking grim here. Another control magic. It's gonna take one of the sinuous predators. I think you could attack. I think you could actually attack with this cat. Yep, here it comes. Landon has to take 8. Closer gets rid of the hand. Oof, another land is not looking good. Yeah, Curly looks poised to take this. Attacks everyone. That's 11 damage. Goes to 1. Curly has just yet another. You can just like eternalize the Sunscourge champion or just play a 4-4, I guess. And Bizarre Trade Mage. Oh, he's gonna get to scry a bunch. Don't know what Landon can draw to get out of this. The best card that is in Pandrom's existence right now would be Mizium Mortars, but there's none in the deck. But Mizium Mortars on this board would be spectacular. Spectacular. Cloister gonna exile the hand. This Cloister is drawn at least like 8 cards. Wow. The blue-white value creatures make it to the finals. Value, quote unquote. I guess Eternalize. I guess the best way to call it is like the blue-white Eternalize deck. The deck was wild, absolutely. Alright, I guess we have time to watch the other match. So the other side here, Mono Black Aristocrats versus Jeskai Control. Check the record. The Aristocrats just up a game. Yeah, and landed in the chat here. I don't know, I think your deck just didn't really pan out there. Like, once he got the 5 mana, I think it was just over. Because he can trade his creatures. Creatures that, like, traded or just blocked. It's become gigantic. I don't know anything he could have done there. That's true. But hey, you made it to the semis. Congrats. Yeah, I mean, you kind of ran the table till the end there, so good stuff. Alright, Tommy Kings is at 3, Ribbon's at 10. So, I guess you can put the trigger on the stack here and stack it to the right. Nope, he's just gonna keep it. Ooh, Slinging Lieutenant. Will actually do it if this resolves. He does know the hand with Mesmeric Fiend. That's it. Sling Gain's just gonna sack 3 goblins. It makes 2 goblins on its own and it can sack itself. That's it. Wow, Tommy Cakes is gonna take it down. Or gonna lose, rather. Get taken down by Ribbons. Boom, that's it. Oh. Gain a life, make a soldier. Wow. Sling Gang, getting it done. One of the new cards. Ribbons is gonna take that match. So we're gonna see the blue-white Eternalized deck versus the Mono Black Aristocrats in the finals. Stay tuned.